Hello, Aries. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of February 1st, 2026. I set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Aries in any of those placements, odds are there's a little message in this reading for you. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also in that description box is information on how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. Keep in mind, this is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, only take the ones that fit, leave the ones that don't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it's someone else's. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Aries collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Aries not see coming for the week of February 1st, 2026? For February 1st, 2026, what do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming this week? Clout hungry. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Boss Daddy. I'm going to be honest, I'm not particularly fond of the clout hungry card. It typically means someone who will do or say anything. They'll even make stuff up. They'll lie. They'll be over dramatic in order to get attention or in order to get something from someone. So it appears this is what you're dealing with this week. Let's see what this is all about for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is clout hungry something they don't see coming for the week of February 1st, 2026? Why is this something they do not see coming? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Six of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Death card, and we have the Ten of Swords. There you go. There's the person. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So if you haven't seen this reading before, this is typically the energy of the person I'm reading for. So this is your energy. This is the energy of the situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with. It looks like this week you are receiving communication here from an individual. This is someone that you know. You have already acknowledged this person as a soulmate to you. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Scorpio on the table. This person has something going on in their life, however, and I'm not trying to trivialize what this person is going through or minimize it in any way, but we are clarifying the clout hungry card. So whatever transformation or ending or change this person is experiencing, when they communicate to you, they're amplifying it in order to get something from you. And it's almost like with that underlining energy there being Boss Daddy, I always see that as the Emperor in this deck, which is you. And I just feel like they're expecting you to like boss up and do something, or boss up and come to their aid, or boss up and provide them with relief. But it's at the heart of it, there's manipulation here because they're over dramatizing something that they're experiencing or some change that's going on in their life. Who is this soulmate soul bond connection? To Aries. Who is this soulmate soul bond connection? Clarify that. Six of Cups. I have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Scorpio on the table. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Six of Cups is being clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. See, this is what I'm talking about. Again, I'm not trying to minimize what this person is going through. It looks like they have something going on in their life and they have hit a roadblock. They have gone as far as they could with something. I do think you like this person. I'm not seeing this person as an enemy to you. I just see, I'm asking who this person is, and it looks like this person is attempting to reach a goal. Or there's something here that they want or they need or they're striving for, but they're hitting a block in that Seven of Wands. And with the Two of Wands, it's like they don't know what to do about this. And so I feel like they're amplifying their issue. This is manipulation at its core, right? Whenever we see any of the sword suit cards, like the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, whenever I see them straddled along with the Seven of Swords, it is someone who is verbally manipulating you. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So it's like they are taking the inspired action. They know they're doing this. This isn't miscommunication. This isn't they're speaking out of turn and they don't really know what they're saying. No, this is active manipulation. Again, there's something here that they're trying to achieve. They've hit a roadblock. They don't know what to do. And their last resort is to come to you and make it sound bigger than what it is, hoping that you come to the rescue or you help them in some way. What are they looking for from Aries? What is this person looking for from Aries? What is this person looking for? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are they looking for? The Eight of Cups, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of that Queen of Swords. Again, to that Knight of Wands, to that Seven of Swords. This person is looking for money. There's no other way how to say it. They've had something that has been emotionally difficult for them to deal with. Again, I'm not trying to, if you're the cross watcher, I'm not being cold-hearted, but I am a very honest tarot reader, and I will say I'm not cross-watcher friendly for that reason, because I'm just trying to get to the point in the message. And the point in the message here, Aries, is this week you have someone who is encountering an emotional loss. They're encountering an emotional loss because there's something they want to achieve. They're having difficulty achieving it. This came out of the blue. They were not expecting this loss. They were not planning for the loss. Again, I'm not trying to minimize their experience. However, they are looking for some type of, it appears here to be financial relief. And if it's not financial relief, they're looking for you to come to their aid or come to their assistance. They are feeling in lack. Either they're in emotional lack or financial lack. So I'm asking what they need from you. Emotions, compassion, concern, and possibly even finances. What is the manipulation here? What is the manipulation here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. And to give you just an example of this, this would be, let's say you have a friend and they go to work at, I don't know, let's say you start the workday at 8 p.m. and they start the workday at you start the workday at 8 a.m. They start the workday at 9 a.m. Okay. So typically you go to work before them. However, on this particular day, they need to start before you. And they say to you, look, normally I wouldn't ask you to do this, but I'm stuck in a bind. My boss wants me to come to work early. However, that means then I can't bring the kids to school because I can't drop them off at school, 2 hours before school starts. Since you normally start at 8, do you think on your way to work you can just drop the kids off to school? And I think if they just said it to you outright, you probably, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but you're sitting there in the King of Pentacles, which tells me you are resourceful. And again, you have a soft spot for this person. You're recognizing them as a close friend or a close family member, maybe even a lover. There is affection here. You've known this person for quite some time. You have some nostalgic memories with them. There's a shared history here. You probably would say, yeah, I can do that for you. Instead, it's, I got called into work early because ABC happened, and then I had to bring the cat to the vet, which isn't true. And there's just like one lie after another exaggeration, over exaggeration. Again, if they would just come out and tell you the truth, I think you would help them with this. So the lie for me here energetically seems to be the over embellishment of what they're actually going through. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. That's exactly what it is. Five of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. The more egregious that they could make this sound, the more difficult that they could make their plight here, the more critical they can make it sound, they're hoping that that will tap into your compassionate side, and you'll be like, oh my God, yes, of course I'll bring the kids to school, and I had no idea about the cat, and let me know if you want me to go food shopping for you on the way home too. Like, that's what the lie is here. It's the over embellishment of the truth to get you to do something that, quite honestly, you probably would have done for them in the first place. So again, not minimizing what they're going through, but they're clearly over exaggerating it. Are they really in the Eight of Cups? No. Realistically, they're in the Four. They're actually in the Four of Cups, which isn't a great place emotionally to be, or even financially. But it's not the Eight of Cups. And I think that's the over embellishment here. And again, it's to get you to soften up and do something kind for them. Either a favor or, like I said, maybe, lend them money or something like that. 3 cards of advice here for Aries. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. The 5 of Cups, when they come to you with this sob story. 8 of Wands, there they are coming to you. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, get more information. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that is the truth. And I don't feel like you need to interrogate this person, but it's just your advice. When they come in with this loss, this disappointment, this state of despair, and they have no one else to turn to, and they come in with this communication, and they're wanting you to take immediate action, right? They want you to boss up and do something about this. There's something about just having a conversation, getting the details, talk to them, be curious. And again, it's not telling you to help them or to not help them. It's just telling you to ask the right questions. Make sure that you're not being completely deceived here. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, King of Cups. Yeah, make sure you're not being actively betrayed here. I mean, energetically, they're in the Four of Cups. So that much is true. They are dealing with some level of apathy or emotional loss. There's something that has transpired here in their life. No doubt about it. But if they really just needed help, I think all they had to do was just ask you. This seems to be like the more questions you ask, the more you're going to realize that you're actively being betrayed here by someone, simply because they think that you are some type of, I don't know, some type of, like you're a human ATM machine or something like that. So just be mindful. I also get the feeling that this person did this to you before in the past. And it looks like they're just doing it again this week. So yeah, I would be mindful of anyone who's asking you to do something for them this week, especially when the story behind it just sounds so ridiculous and so alarming. But again, your advice here is just to ask the right questions. The more questions you ask, the more clarity you will have on the issue. And then you can decide whether or not you want to proceed forward with helping them or not. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week of February 1st, 2026. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.